All right.
Welcome to all the moms on Real Chats with Moms with your host, Mimi. This is our third conversation that we are continuing on real experiences from moms. Today we have our special guest, Buitumelo Klimba, and she will be sharing her experience with us of being a mom. So over to you, Buitumelo. Hi, Buitumelo.
Hi, Mimi. How are you?
Good, thanks, and you. So we'd like to
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, thank you. We'd like to know more about you. So tell us, who's Buitumelo?
Well, my name is Buitumelo Klimba. I stay in Kempton Park, and I'm originally from Mokopane in Limpopo. I am married with 3 kids. I am basically a bubbly person. I talk too much, and I love being a mom. I'm a Christian, and yeah, I'll just say that's all about me. Yeah.
Yes, and you're also a working mom. So,
Yes. I'm a working mom, yeah.
okay, so tell us, how far apart are your little ones? You know, age-wise, I heard you mention that you have three.
Yes, I have 3 kids. The first one is turning 8 today, and the second one is 3, and the third one is 3 months. She was born in July 2020.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday to the one turning 8 today.
Thank you.
I
Thank
hope
you.
you're
Thank you.
spoiling him or her. Is it a him or her? Is it?
I have 2 boys. I have 2 boys. The first one is a boy, and the second one, and the third one is a girl. So it's a boy that's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday to him. So
Thank you so much.
you mentioned that your one was born in July. So that was still in the hectic times during the COVID restrictions. So how was that for you? How was that experience for you? Comparing,
Well, I must say, mhm.
comparing with the other, you know, deliveries.
Well, I must say it was a very terrifying experience because of the virus and not knowing much about it. Just that you need to keep yourself safe, wear mask, and so it was very terrifying because the hospital that I was going to give birth at, they had restrictions that if you haven't done your COVID test, you will need to go into the COVID ward because you are only once you've tested negative, it's only that you can go in for um, in the maternity ward. So when you are go- getting closer to your due date, I was a bit nervous because I didn't know if I was going to have to go into the labor ward or am I going to the COVID ward, what was going to happen. But luckily, I we scheduled a C-section for the 22nd. We did the test on the 21st. And then after that, the test was negative. I went in as an emergency though during the day. So I had a hectic surgery, and it was not only the C-section, and there were just a lot of complications, but well, I survived.
So grateful for that, Butumelo. And we're glad that you have recovered, you know, so that you can, you know, still take care of your loved ones. Sure. I mean, can you imagine all the dynamics? Here you are going for a C-section, and then there's an emergency labor that you had to go through, and here's COVID here. So, you know, all of
Yeah.
you know, at one time. So, but I'm glad you look healthy today. You look good. So,
Mhm.
you know,
Thank
quite
you.
encouraging. And yeah, sure. So you could
Yeah.
feed at that time. Because obviously you had this major operation that you also had to go through.
Well, for the first 2 days, I couldn't hold my baby, but she was being fed a formula. So they brought her in after feeding. She would stay with me whenever she starts crying. I would call them to come and fetch her, and then they would fetch her. But for the first 2 days, I couldn't hold her. But I did make sure that I asked the doctor for um, pills to for milk production, so that in the meantime I can just start on the pills, and then when I was ready, and then I will be able to breastfeed. But when we left the hospital, I was breastfeeding already.
Okay. So why was breastfeeding important for you?
Well, with my firstborn, when it's your first child, people just come in and they advise you on this and that. I was advised that the baby won't get full, you need to give formula, and the baby decided to take formula. And then when he was in daycare, he got ill most of the time, like more often he would get ill. And then with the second one, I breastfed for 11 months, and then I stopped when I started working. So the second one with daycare, he's not that ill like the first one was. So for me, I just saw, the difference. So now I did, what? Let me just give the little one the best, because breast milk is the best that you can give to them. But at the beginning, I was mixed feeding, since at the hospital they were giving formula, and then when I got home, I tried a couple of formulas, but she's actually lactose intolerant. So I just decided, what, breast milk is just the best that I can
The
give. So
best.
now I've just been breastfeeding exclusively.
Mm. And I know that Milka Law has also been part of the whole breastfeeding journey. So if you can, help us share with us some of your journey with Milka Law.
Okay, I met a friend on Mummies of the World on Facebook. It was in 2017, and that's when I was breastfeeding the second child.
Mm,
The lady was selling milk galore tea. So when she was advertising, I thought, let me just try it, because sometimes you get a bit stressed, and then your milk supply is a bit low, and. So I tried the tea, and to be honest, it works within just a couple of hours. You can already feel there's a tingling feeling in your breast when they're getting full. That's what
mm,
I get when I'm using milk galore tea.
mm,
And I prefer tea. I don't know why, but I just prefer tea. But I've recently bought juice. That was last week. I
yeah.
tried the juice. It's very nice, and it also helps with the stomach. You don't get gassy. It helps with bloating. I really love milk galore, so I'm going to stock tomorrow, because I
Yeah.
need to start producing more milk and pumping and saving for when I go back to work. I'm going back on the 1st of December.
Okay. Thank you so much, Vitumelo. This was quite an interview, and thank you for sharing so much of you with us. We really appreciate it, and all of the best for 2020 and beyond. And yeah. Have a fabulous day further. And I hope that you're going to spoil the big boy who is birthday. Thank you
Actually, you
so
can see my hands are mess. I was at the shops in the morning trying to sort his things out, but
much.
luckily I finished on time. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you so much for having me,
yeah.
and you enjoy your day further.
Thank you.